Hey, what's going on, guys? Well, today we're talking about this fixed blade here. This is a CRKT muzzle brake. This is part of the Ruger line of knives, as you can see from the logo on both sides of the handle here. All right, Ken Onion design, and of course muzzle brake playing off the gun theme. There's the model number, which is written really small. It is R2501K. But interesting hunting style fixed blade. I mean, that's what they're toting this as, a hunting knife. If you don't know, I don't purposely hunt. I have hunted many times now, but at a necessity. I don't purposely go out and hunt, so I didn't get to use this in that type scenario. Most of the usage I got on this knife for testing was just some woodwork. Made some feather sticks. I did EDC this just one day. I didn't even use it. I just want to see what it feels like to carry. It's big and bulky, and I'm not used to carrying such large fixed blades on me. I always have multiple knives, but never anything of this size. I mean, this has a 7-inch blade on there. So, yeah, just more out of curiosity, but like I said, I didn't even get to use it. I think that day I cut like 2 things, and neither one of them needed anything of this size. So, some quick specs. Like I said, 7-inch blade. It is an 8 CR13 MOV. This one is made in China. So of course you're gonna have that Chinese steel on there. 8 CR13 MOV is still an adequate steel. A lot of people, you know, kind of poo-poo it and they don't like it that much just because it is Chinese, but I find the performance is just fine. For the price tag, you know, which is around 70 bucks. If you really shop around, you can get it for maybe like 65, 60, somewhere around there, but in and around $70. You know, I think it's totally adequate. Has a huge belly here. Again, kind of a clip point style blade. There is a tiny bit of an upswept front here. Comes to a nice sharp point. Nice long straight edge before you get to that belly. It is hollow ground, which I could feel here, but I can't really. I can show you a little bit with the refraction of light. Of course, it is an all black knife. This is powder coated. That's the finish on here. But I love the blade design. I mean, it's a very aggressive looking fixed blade, and especially being a little bit larger. Just super sexy. I like these style of fixed blades. I do like the very large double fullers, which is the cutout right here. Okay, very cool. You can see blade ends. There is a blade choil, which is nice, so it makes it easy to sharpen. You get right up on the edge there. And yeah, I mean, the performance for me, for just tinkering around with some wood, was fairly well. I didn't really do much batoning. I just batoned one piece of wood, went in just fine. There is plenty of blade to baton up to 5 and 6 inch logs, but like I said, I didn't get super aggressive with this one. Mostly just some feather sticks. I was starting a fire to cook some steak. That's right, an old school little campfire, which was fun. And I'm probably gonna do more of those videos now that summer's here and get outside, tinkering around. I love fire making just in general, so I'll probably try some different fire making products in the future and do some stuff like that. But that's pretty much all the use I got on this one. This is full tang, and you can see the tang popping out the bottom here. There's a little bit of cutout. This is a injected overmold, all right? So it's just a polymer or plastic, you know, polymer. So all that means is a very hard plastic. There is a texture on here for the full handle. If you come close, you can see that. It's a very light texture. It's not very aggressive. You can tell the difference, certainly, between the smooth plastic and the textured plastic. Doesn't facilitate a whole lot of grip. Actually, the logo itself, that's kind of, like I said, the mold allowed for the logo to pop in there. That actually adds a little bit of grip on the tip of your fingers when you're holding it. All right, a little bit of a palm swell this way, but not sideways. I do like sometimes when they swell out in the middle here, because it just really fills out the hand, especially with a larger fixed blade like this, when you're getting in and doing harder work, or you want to get a good grip on this for push cuts and stuff. The more handle in the middle, the better. It's not an overly, you know, huge handle, which is nice. A lot of times bigger knives like this have really chunky handles. I wouldn't say it's super slimline, but if you do have smaller hands, you might have a better chance of getting a good grip on this as opposed to other fixed blades in its range. The handle is 5 inches long, making it 12 inches overall. All right, and it weighs 11 ounces. It's a big knife, all right, or it's at least approaching the big knife arena. 11 ounces is very lightweight, but it's well balanced. I don't feel like, you know, it's too cumbersome in the hands. Like I said, wasn't doing a whole lot of chopping and batoning and stuff like that, so I wasn't necessarily swinging this thing around. A lot of it was smaller work right up in here, but just feels good. It is a well-balanced knife. As far as the sheath, I do really like the sheath for a couple of reasons. First off, there's no reason why they need to put the fuller design in there, but it's kind of cool because it obviously gives you an idea what the knife looks like when it's sheathed, which is just kind of cool. But it's easy to get in and out. You can see the guard here. It's a natural spot for that to kind of snap in. Okay, so it's a nice positive snap. Doesn't want to fall out. Fold both sides here. Shake that very vigorously, but it's not going anywhere. Of course, you can use your thumb here to push off to get that started. But I also really like that there's just so many different attachment points here. Obviously holes and slots all the way around, which is really nice. All right, so you can get creative, especially if you're a knife person. You probably have tons of different sheaths and carry systems. Obviously you can get creative with some paracord on here, depending on how you want to attach this to a bag, or make your own attachment system, using those slots and holes. So I do like that quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Around 70 bucks. It's not a bad knife. I like it. I actually would recommend this to a lot of people looking for, a hunting style knife. Like I said, I don't have a lot of experience specifically with hunting. And when I say hunting, I'm more specifically talking about like gutting and prepping game and stuff like that. Obviously, I have plenty of experience with woodwork, more on a hobby-based, situation. When I can get out in the woods, I certainly do. And like I said, hopefully more of that in the summer, at least to film for you guys. But yeah, I would confidently suggest this knife to someone who's looking for kind of a budget fixed blade. It's a pretty cool design. I think it looks really, really neat. I mean, it's, like I said, kind of an aggressive looking hunting knife, especially being all black here. And of course, I'm a big fan of Ruger in general, so having the logo on there doesn't hurt anything. But yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of CRKT. Most of their stuff is a home run. I mean, I love the innovation. I love the different types of knives they put out there. As far as the Ruger series as a whole, so far I've liked most of those knives. So I think it was a pretty good success. But yeah, if you guys have this knife, have opinions on it, please let me know down below. I do want to get some more use on this. You'll probably actually see this one more this summer. Like I said, more of those fire making videos and stuff. I do some camping type things. This is probably going to be my go-to this year, just because I do like it so much. Pretty cool. So there you go. That's the CRKT/Ruger muzzle brake. So again, post your comments below. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Take care.